And who are you to come before me? You bear the insignia of the bear, yet you do not wear it as a soldier of the West wears it.
Oh. After all this bloodshed, we can now start to talk? Okay. Well, I'm eager to see what you're going to say for yourself. So, why are you here taking the dam? Caesar wasn't brave enough to take it himself?
Caesar's will is made truth through me. I am a hammer against all that defy his rule.
Okay.
If you seek to stand against me, you shall fall as the West falls.
Okay. Are you willing to listen to reason?
I see you fight with words, like all beneath the flag of the bear. Let us hope your skill with weapons proves greater.
Look, this battle is decided. That's why I'm here, pal.
So you seek quarter? Terms of surrender? Our roads into NCR are hung with the bodies of those who attempted to negotiate with us. Save your speeches. We will take Hoover Dam and move forward until our feet crush the setting sun beneath them.
Oh, come on, move forward? Are you crazy? The Legion spent years trying to take Hoover Dam. You think now's going to be any different?
Hoover Dam has never seen the mass strength of the East. Only legates such as Graham, who deserve the fire Caesar blessed him with. Now I am here, and make markers of your people as the Legion carves its way west.
God, you're deluded. You are deluded indeed. And then what of the East?
You speak in circles. What of the East? I am the East, and I will prove it this day.
And if you need all the East to crush the West, what are you going to be left with?
The victory here shall be swift. Our forces shall take the dam, secure it, then build a road west on the bodies of the NCR. The East will hold. Once across the Colorado, nothing to rival Hoover Dam remains.
What the hell is this? Not the strength of the West that will slow you. It is their weakness. Oh, I like it. Play mind games with a man.
Your weakness? You seek to thwart me by claiming the Legion is too strong for you?
NCR's weakness is its size. It'll take your entire army to hold the West.
That does not mean we would not succeed.
No, maybe not. But moving your whole army west will mean you will lose the East. You can't hold both.
The East was a hard-fought campaign. Even now, Caesar drew too much of the Legion's blood needed there for this. Hoover Dam is but a place. I will not have it be the gravestone of the Legion, whether quickly, or as you describe, slowly, by attrition.
Okay, so there is victory in wisdom, Legate Lanius.
As for wisdom, there is wisdom in your words, man of the West. Know that I shall return east. I shall not remain there forever. On that day, the strength of the bear shall be tested. If the West is one day filled with ones such as you, perhaps it shall be a worthy fight indeed.
If you feel that war matters that much, perhaps you will see differently in time.
My coming would have saved you, set your people free in ways they cannot see. War would have tested them, broken the weak with its violence, yet allowing the strong to arise. Violence gave you that strength, awakened you. I can see it upon your face, where 2 bullets left their mark. Perhaps it is unfortunate Vulpes was not here to hear your words. Something tells me he would prove more than his match. Until the day when our armies meet again, NCR. I shall wait for you on the battlefield.
I look forward to it, Legate Lanius. I look forward to it. Come on, guys. It seems we have won this battle today with words. Which is kind of ironic, I suppose, in a strange kind of way, since I've blasted poor Great Khans to death without even exchanging a hello. But here I feel It's far better to reason than to blast people dead. Oh! Give me a heart attack! Oh. Something tells me, guys, that General Oliver won't be happy with the outcome here.
That's a fine bit of work back there.
Maybe not.
Truth told, I'm surprised you made it out of there in one piece. You and the dam. I'm impressed to say the least, and that's no easy thing. You've secured NCR's future. The administration sends its thanks for what it's worth.
Okay. It was my duty, General. Duty my foot. I've got no duty to these guys. I assisted them, but I'm not in their employ, so no, I don't think I'm going to be saying that. Sometimes I wonder, General. Sometimes I wonder if the NCR wouldn't lose the whole West if they weren't sitting on it. All I've seen in my entire travels across this wasteland is a lack of action on your part, to be perfectly frank with you. Thank God I was here to get the wheels in motion.
Look, the NCR isn't everyone here, and it definitely ain't you. It's filled with people that take action and don't wait for someone to say what's right and wrong and make sure the proper form's filled out. When there's an example of that kind of success, that can shake things up enough so the good that came with the intention shines through.
Oh yeah, spare me a politician speak. So, what happens now?
We clean up, take prisoners, watch the east for any more trouble from the Legion. Though I think they're still running, according to our scouts. After that, we'll see what happens when the dust settles and how the Mojave looks now without Caesar coming for its throat. Something tells me we better enjoy this breather while we can. And if that means Vegas, then you and the troops have earned it.
I think I've seen enough of Vegas. To be perfectly frank with you, it's been a long, long schlep. I think I'm gonna take my leave and put my feet up.
Of course not. You earned it. Rest up. Let us carry things for a while.
Indeed.
Kind of curious how this is going to pan out in the long run. But I guess history will tell us in its own sweet time.
Level up? Why? I'm not going to be able to use it. Put it on science. Thank you. So there we have it.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again. And the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. The new California Republic celebrated its second victory at Hoover Dam, establishing definitive control over the entire Mojave Wasteland. Soon after, they negotiated terms to annex the Strip, Freeside, and many surrounding communities. The Mojave Wasteland, at long last, had entirely fallen under the NCR's banner. The courier, fair and even-handed in his dealings throughout the wasteland, was honored by the NCR for his support of the military at Hoover Dam. He was presented with the Golden Branch, the highest civilian decoration given by the Republic.
Though some super mutants in Nightkin continued to journey to the legendary Utopia, they found little trace of its existence. Some eventually found their way to Jacobstown, but many wandered off into the wastes, confused and disheartened.
Still grappling with self-doubt over his usefulness in the face of old age, Raoul was never able to find peace with himself. Eventually, he left the Mojave and assumed a new name, as he had done so many times before.
With the help of the Gunrunners, the Boomers developed a healthy trading relationship with the NCR. Eventually, the Boomers began wandering out into the wasteland, while still preventing outsiders from entering Nellis.
The Brotherhood and the NCR in the Mojave Wasteland declared an official truce, despite continued hostilities between the two in the West. As per their agreement, the NCR handed over all suits of salvaged power armor, and in return, the Brotherhood helped patrol I-15 and Highway 95.
Their leaders destroyed by the Courier, the fiends scattered throughout the wasteland. Without the organization of Motor Runner, Cook, Violet, and Driver Nephi, they were easy prey.
After the NCR's victory at the dam, the followers of the Apocalypse were pushed out of Old Mormon Fort during its occupation by NCR forces. NCR further encouraged them to leave Outer Vegas entirely, and the followers had no choice but to comply.
Goodsprings saw more trade along I-15 after NCR gained control of the Mojave Wasteland. But with that came a heavy burden of the Republic's taxes. Some old-timers, unable to handle the cost, were forced to move on, grumbling all the while.
After generations of being beaten down, the great Khans were finally broken by the courier. Those few who avoided the courier's wrath moved north into the wilderness of Idaho, where they tried once more to rebuild.
Thanks to the courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
After the NCR victory at Hoover Dam, the temporary truce between them and the Kings blossomed into a full-scale relief effort for the people. While the NCR made repeated entreaties that Freeside join the Republic, the Kings steadfastly maintained their independence.
Shaped up by the courier's advice, the Misfits distinguished themselves during the Legion's attack on Camp Golf. Mags was finally promoted to sergeant, and the rest of the Misfits received an official commendation. They continued to serve with distinction for many years.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several Bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
Looking for a place where he could be of some use, Boone found himself re-enlisting with his old unit.
Oh!
Though his regrets remained in his thoughts, they coalesced into a purpose, and Boone embraced it.
Mr. Boone!
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 powder gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
After Hoover Dam, Sheriff Myers runs Primm with his own style of frontier justice. He deals with most folks fairly, but now and then someone winds up dead with little to no evidence against them.
Beep, 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 beep. Hey there!
And so the Courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
Oh. And there we have it. Morgan's escapades in the Mojave comes to a close. And I have to say, comparing the two endings that I got, the first time I played it on the PC, I went through the Mr. Yes Man thingy-majig. I took over New Vegas for myself. And this one now, where I supported the NCR, I prefer this ending. Really do. Anyway, as you can see, Fallout New Vegas has finally come to a close. It's been an up and down ride, but hey, I got the ending I wanted. And Morgan swanned off into the night, putting his feet up. I hope you've enjoyed it. It started off as a hardcore playthrough, but went to casual, and I'm kind of happy it did, to be fair. Picked up the pace. So, yes. Until we meet again, I shall see you soon.